Hi ReVamp Mommies and Friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in to another pregnancy update. I am 22 weeks actually as of last Friday. Wait, let me get that right. I'm 22 weeks as of Friday that just passed, and so wanted to update you all just as far as where we are. Of course, some of you probably already know what the gender is if you follow me on my family vlog channel, Enjoy with Ty and Taryn. I'll link it also for you if you want to check out the gender reveal video that we did for everybody to see. But then I think we have probably also posted it on like social media accounts and all of that. So if you don't know, I am having a baby boy. Yes, I'm having a baby boy. That is what we desired, and I'm just so grateful that, you know, God gave us the desires of our heart. Of course, we would have still had the same excitement had it been a little girl. Me and my husband, we talk about this all the time. Well, we talked about it, you know, before we found out that, you know, if it was a little girl, you know, of course she was going to get the same love. But for me, I just wanted, you know, my husband to have a little twin or whatever. But yes, we are having a little boy, and so we're excited just about everything. But I am not going to have this be a long video, so I really want to get right into just how everything has been up to this point as far as pregnancy. As you can tell, and I'm already giving you a belly shot, so I probably won't do it later on. As you can tell, baby is definitely growing. I can definitely tell just in my clothes and, you know, all of that. And I probably shared that on my previous video as well, that, you know, I could notice that, you know, my clothes started to feel a lot more snug, and my bras and all of that stuff. So I had to, of course, do a little shopping, get some clothes and all of that. And thank God for one of my my sister-in-law. She actually just had a baby back in October, so she had like several pairs of maternity pants that, you know, still are in great condition, and she let me have them. So actually I'm wearing a pair of them right now. You can't really see, but thank you, girl, for giving me those pants, because they are really coming in handy. And yes, I have my phone because I don't want to get prego brain and forget, you know, share, you know, certain things with you all. So yes, let's get right into it. So guess what? The big thing for me with where I'm at right now is that I started working out. I know I talked about it in previous videos that, you know, I wanted to work out and I was going to look on YouTube and find some channels and stuff like that. So yes, I buckled down. I did what I had to do, and I found some channels on YouTube, some fitness channels that are for prenatal, you know, different prenatal workouts and cardio and stretching and all of that. So I really don't have an excuse. And so I was very consistent the week one that I started, but this between Thanksgiving and now just kind of getting back settled into my normal flow, I've kind of fallen off a little bit. But it's like, okay, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I know I need to do it, and so I've been kind of buckling down now to become more consistent with my workouts. But I'm so proud of myself for actually not just talking about it, but actually doing it. So yes, if you are interested in those workouts, I'll link a couple of the channels that I've been, you know, looking at and going to for my workouts that you can check out as well. Weight gain. I believe the last doctor's appointment that I had, I believe that I was at let's see, I believe I was at like 150. But it's crazy because my weight fluctuates. It's just been up and down, and I don't know if that's a result of, you know, just, you know, not eating as much on some days and then like pigging out on other days. I really don't know what it is, but I will say I'm probably about 150. And when I looked at like my pregnancy weight gain tracker thing, I was kind of tiptoeing a little bit over where I'm supposed to be, like the average weight for, you know, the week that I'm in and all of that. But you know, between me also trying to do better with working out, I'm hoping that I can keep that balanced, or, you know, just stay on top of that to where I won't become, you know, overweight for the week that I'm in. Just trying to be mindful of it. Of course, Thanksgiving just passed, and I'm telling you, like, I did not hold back. No, I didn't hold back at all. I was enjoying myself. And I think when I was pregnant with Taylor, that Thanksgiving, I was still in the first trimester, so I could not really even eat anything. But this time around, you know, with me being in the second trimester, get back to normal, energy, all of that, it was like I'm ready for some dressing, I'm ready for some mac and cheese, and I had a whole lot of it, had leftovers and all of that. But, you know, coming back home and getting back on track, you know, it was just like a couple of days, you know, don't judge me. Something else that's different now is that I am sleeping with more pillows. I've started my pillow fort. I have the big body pillow, you know, the really big pillow, and then I have two other pillows, one that I put kind of in between the body pillow and then my pillow for my head. But I need it because I can tell now, like, the weight is starting to shift on one side of my belly, and so it's starting to become a little uncomfortable. And then even in my hips, like, I'm starting to feel like if I lay too long on one side, I can start feeling like just a little pain. It just feels weird, you know. It's not like excruciating or anything like that, but it's just a little weird. And so I have to kind of continue to adjust. I don't toss and turn throughout the night, so I'm thankful for that. But I'll probably like switch sides at least once throughout the night and have to kind of readjust and, you know, fix my pillows and go back to sleep and stuff like that. But for the most part, my sleep has still been really good, you know, considering, you know, the circumstance. But yeah, I'm still getting really good sleep, still waking up feeling refreshed. I don't feel tired when I wake up, so that is a good thing that, you know, I'm thankful for. Oh yeah, I also started drinking tea. I have the pregnancy tea by Traditional Medicinals, I believe. Hold on, I'll go get it. So yeah, I started drinking, you know, trying to make myself drink more tea, even though I am a big coffee person and I'm not really a huge fan of tea. But, you know, just trying to make some better choices. I have this one right here, which is the Traditional Medicinal. It's by Traditional Medicinals, and it's the pregnancy tea. And this tea is it's actually pretty good. I had a cup actually this morning. I just put a little honey in it and I drink it, and it's comforting, so I like it. And then I also recently went to Earth Fair, I believe, and I picked up this little packet right here, the Mama to Be tea sample. And so it comes with like 4 different sample teas in it. You have a morning wellness tea, peaceful mama tea, the 3rd trimester tea, and heartburn tea. And so I think I really like, out of the 4 on here, I haven't tried the 3rd trimester tea. I tried the morning wellness tea and I wasn't really a huge fan of it. It just has like a mint, and it says it in here, mentha. I guess that's like a peppermint, and I'm not a huge peppermint person when it comes to my tea, so I didn't really like that one. But the Peaceful Mama tea, it actually kind of reminds me of the other tea that I'm drinking, and so I do like that one. But yeah, I started drinking tea because, you know, just trying to make better choices. That's really all I can say. I can't really say I'm a huge fan. I have still been drinking a little bit of coffee, not every single day, and I've actually just been trying to drink like decaffeinated coffee, even when I go, if I have like a Starbucks or a Panera Bread craving or something like that, you know, especially with it being the fall, the winter season, and got all the pumpkin spice lattes, the gingerbread lattes, all of that stuff. And so usually how I'll get them to make it is with almond milk, and then I'll also just get it decaffeinated. That way I won't, you know, put too much caffeine in my body. I'm still a fan of light sweets, and that's something that I'm like telling myself, okay, Taryn, you got to kind of ease up on that a little bit, you know, just because you don't want to have too much sugar intake while being pregnant. So I'm trying to be a little more mindful, but I do still get my sweet cravings sometimes. And yeah, that's me. I'm just being honest. Lastly, me and my husband actually started talking about whether or not we wanted to have a doula. And for us here being in Charlotte, both of our families are, you know, we're not far away. Like his family is probably about 4 hours away. My family, my mom is probably about 10 hours away. So with me choosing to not be induced or anything like that and just, you know, allow baby to come on his own, I thought it best that we I was considering getting a doula. That way we can kind of have somebody here for that extra support that, you know, we'll need when it's labor time. And so of course my mom is going to come up, but I think it'll be more like on call. Like once I let her know, Mom, I'm going into labor, then, you know, she'll probably have her bags packed and then she'll probably come up. But we started looking at doulas. We actually had an interview with, well, actually I had 2 interviews, but my husband, he came to one of the interviews with me. And so I am really strongly leaning towards hiring a doula because, especially with us having Taylor, and Ty may need to tend to her, take care of her, and me just needing somebody there to kind of support me. You know, you just never know what will happen. And so I'm strongly considering that. And then for me also, in which I'll probably go talk about this in another video, but just with me having the C-section and my desire to get a VBAC this time, I never experienced labor. I didn't have an opportunity to experience labor like that. So I really don't even know what to expect. Sure, I know that there are classes that you can take, but for me, being far away from family, again, I think it would be best to have somebody there to kind of support me and walk me through the steps of laboring and giving birth. And so that's why I'm strongly considering it. I haven't locked in yet with anyone, but strongly considering it. I think I kind of just wanted to just weigh it out one more time before I, you know, let the person know that, you know, we want to hire them. Another awesome thing, and yeah, baby wasn't kicking my last video, but baby boy is kicking. I can feel him moving around in there and he's having a party. But yes, I love it. I love it when I can feel him move, and it's just a comforting feeling knowing that, you know, he's active and all of that. And so yeah, he's starting to move a lot. And I feel it. It's not like butterflies, the little butterflies that, you know, you initially get. I can feel like movement. Sometimes I can even feel his head, like, or some hard body part. I'm believing it's his head. But the last ultrasound that I had, they did say that his head was down, which is good. But of course I know, you know, where I'm at right now, you know, babies, they turn and move all kinds of ways, but hopefully he's kind of learning to make sure he stays in that area, head down. But yeah, so I'm excited about that he is moving around and all of that stuff. And so the last ultrasound that I had, everything ended up checking out well. You know, we did have the doctors did have some concern just about his heart, because the way he was positioned, they couldn't see a certain area of his heart. And so it raised the flag, but not like you know, like we gotta hurry up and get you to a specialist. He really just wanted us to go to a specialist for, you know, us to just have that peace of mind. And so we ended up having to go to a specialist just to make sure that baby boy's heart was fine. And so when we went to the specialist said that everything was good, everything looked good, and so there were no concerns and I won't have to come back to see him. So thank you, Jesus, for that. You know, during that time of, you know, the doctor telling us that, and then you know, waiting to go see the specialist, I of course had to keep my mind at peace and at ease and just continue to make my confession that everything is all right, all is well. And even when in my quiet time, I was praying, and you know, I felt like God led me to a certain passage in the Bible, and it really encouraged me during that brief moment of waiting to go see the specialist that everything is going to be all right. So it was so encouraging, you know, and I was so thankful when we got there and everything checked off, and it was just confirmation of what God had already showed me. So I thank God for that. And so 22 weeks today, let's see, baby is the size of a spaghetti squash. So he's about 1 pound now and 11 inches, which is so crazy. It's just, the time just seems like it's flying by so fast, y'all. I don't know where it's going, but now that we know that it's a boy, we are going to start, of course, working on his room, getting all that together. I did buy my first art piece for his room. I saw it at I think it was Burlington, and I was just like, this is the theme that I want for his room, so let me go ahead and get it, because you know how it is at Burlington. Like, when you see something, you probably need to go ahead and get it, because you probably won't come back and see it. So I found his first art piece for his room, and just on Pinterest a lot, just trying to pin ideas of how I want to do it. We have a lot of exciting things happening, and I'm excited about, of course, traveling soon to see family down in Alabama, my side of the family, for Christmas. And so yeah, that's what's going on. As you can see, baby is growing. Here we go. And that's what's happening, y'all. And he is definitely moving a lot. I feel right now that I'm still kind of all belly. I don't really see it in my face, but you know how it is where you can't tell but other people can tell. So, but nobody has said that, oh, you look pregnant in the face. Actually, a lot of people have been like, oh, you're so small, you know. So like I said, I'm trying to maintain. I'm not trying to put pressure on myself about it, but still just trying to make wise choices for the health of myself and the health of baby boy. But yeah, thank you for tuning in to another episode of ReVamp Mommy and my pregnancy update. Please like, share, subscribe, you know, and just any feedback or anything that you would like to share with me, please do so. I always appreciate the love and support. And until my next video, you all make sure you keep that revamp going. All right, bye.